see the clock ticking over at the top? Yeah, it's recording. Shh. All Black Shana. All Black. Oosh. Give us a pukana.
I remember I was doing kapa haka back in the day and our mātua.
Should we start it?
Yeah, okay.
Alright. You guys are lucky.
You get extras.
Do the mahi.
Wait. Happy birthday to Kelly. It's his birthday today.
Everyone watching on YouTube, we're about to start recording the podcast, so you're hearing stuff that they don't get to hear. Like, let's...
YouTube, do it. It's better. You get extra
Subscribe.
stuff. Okay.
We put a video up. We went to the shoot shield on the weekend. That was pretty dope.
Dope.
Yeah, man. We called them. They called us and they're like, "Oh, can you make one that's a bit, without as much swearing, so we can put it on our page?"
We'll flip a coin.
Yeah, we'll have to. It's like selling out, isn't it? I don't know. Oh, we're not that. We don't have to worry about. It's not like we're getting paid. It's not like they're paying us. You guys could pay us if you want.
Yeah. We do accept.
There's a thing that some people use, how they get their fans to pay them, but I think we've only got like 18 people who watch. If you're watching, can you just leave a comment?
Yeah, if you're watching right now, please leave a comment.
Write a comment. You can troll us. You can say how much you think whether or not. Yeah, are the Lions going to win any games in New Zealand against the All Blacks? Because that tour starts this Saturday against the Provincial Barbarians. What do you reckon? What games will the Lions win? I reckon the Lions will beat the Provincial Barbarians. I reckon they'll beat the Blues. I reckon they'll beat the Chiefs. I reckon they'll beat the Highlanders. I don't think they'll beat the Crusaders or the Hurricanes though. It pains me to say it. But I cannot wait to see the Crusaders and the Chiefs and the Blues do their own special haka. What do you reckon, Ben?
You have converted from...
I haven't converted.
No, listen. 1 week, you're on the Blues dick. The next week, I'm all about the Chiefs. The next week, I love the Crusaders. The next week, I am a Wellington fan.
I'm a long-time Highlanders fan.
Highlanders?
Long-time Blues.
Okay, guys,
Always
we're about to start this podcast, so...
What do you tell them your predictions first, and then you guys let us know yours.
They will the provincial side will lose. Blues will lose. That's it. Māoris will beat them.
Oh, Māoris will beat them.
And obviously the All Blacks will clean sweep them.
Let us know what you think. Type a comment on YouTube. We'll give them a little, the people who only listen to the podcast, we'll give them a little nosy. We'll let them know what's going on as well.
Yeah.
Alright, ready?
Get it.
Ready, guys? 3, 2, 1. Kia ora, guys. This is the Rugby Roundup, episode 15.
Cheers.
It's a whole rugby team full of episodes. We've done well.
We've done it.
There we are. So, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, good night. Hope you had a good day. How have you been, guys?
And
it's so nice that you joined us here
tonight as well.
Yeah, and I hope you enjoy listening. We went to a shoot shield game over the weekend. We made a little video. If you want to head along to our YouTube to check it out, or it's on our Facebook as well. I think it was Sydney Uni playing Southern Districts. It's a pretty cool game. It was our first shoot shield. It was, yeah. I've never been to a Prem's game where they have their own stadium.
Premier competition.
Yeah, Sydney's premier rugby competition. What other competitions could we head along to see? Like, I know Sydney's not the only rugby place in Australia. Like,
we're willing to travel.
Yeah, we could come travel. We are thinking of going up to Queensland to see the Queensland Premier thing. Might even go, like, there's a New South Wales country. Like, we could go to Mudgee. We've got some people we know in Mudgee. We could go stay with them.
Do we?
That would be cool.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Remember when we ran back to Sydney? It's a long story.
Short story, but I remember we're shooting a gun in Mudgee.
Yep.
Shooting targets.
Mm-hmm.
And can't remember you ever hitting a target.
Nah, I was very bad at aiming.
Yeah. Oh, the gun was out, was it?
Nah.
Just you?
Yeah, I just
yeah.
wasn't feeling it. We went to the Mudgee Food and Wine Festival. That was dope.
That was the one, yeah.
That was the one. They had that nice little brewery there.
Ooh.
I had a good time. What the hell were we talking about? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
So
plenty.
other rugby comps. We might be heading back to New Zealand at the end of June as well.
Yep.
We might go check out some Auckland club rugby. I might. Ben might not. Ben doesn't really go to New Zealand anymore.
I'm not allowed in Auckland, am I?
I don't
From
know.
what happened last time.
We won't talk about that. All right. Let's have a little go. I want to talk about the Lions tour. The provincial Barbarians game against the Lions is coming up this Saturday.
That's how quick that is.
It's how, the Lions are getting on the plane as we speak. They're flying on their way to New Zealand and they play their first game on Saturday.
Can I call someone out this early?
Call someone out, please.
I'm calling the Lions, not so much the Lions themselves, the players. They don't really choose, but I saw them wearing their fancy, like, velvet little, dress up bullshit. And they're a going away dinner. That's at least $3,000 a suit. That's
were
pretty
looking dapper.
It's fucking unnecessary.
They were looking good though. Oh, cheers, Ben.
We already have.
Have we done for the podcast or
Yes.
the YouTube listeners? We had a little sneak. If you want some bonus stuff, head along to our YouTube because we did about an extra 5 minutes before
that
we started
5?
recording this.
Yeah.
I don't know. And by the way, I made this beer we're drinking homebrew.
Nice.
Thanks,
I
Maz,
enjoy
for
it.
getting it for me for my birthday.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Lions fans, can we make a shout out to the Crash Ball Fly Half? He's always getting at us on. We don't know your real name, mate. Oh, but he's always getting at us. And can I make a shout out to this Irish guy called Tommy B? He loves blowing up at us. According to Tommy, we are fat pricks. We don't know what we're talking about.
Fair cool.
And we are twits. Which everything you said, Tommy, you're right.
What's twits?
Twit. I think it's like
no, the
Irish kind of like
Twat.
a dick.
Yeah.
You're a twit. You're a dickhead. You're a manus.
Yeah, good on him.
You know? Cheers, Tommy. Crash Ball Fly Half, Wagwan. He's usually listening, probably our only British listener. And also shout out to Nicole Williamson, who we met on the weekend.
Wow, Nicole.
Stunner.
What a stunning lady.
And she was wearing a woolen jumper at the time.
I was so just attracted to her because she was so passionate. You got this big crowd at the game, and I could just see her going to town on.
Yeah,
it
it
was
was
very refreshing to see a
It was
lady.
cool meeting proper, passionate Australian rugby fans.
Yeah.
We might do it again this Saturday.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Well, I think what did Hamish say last? The televised game this week is
The Rats.
the Rats Warringah playing Manly Marlins. That's a top 4 clash, I think. Because, oh yeah, it's hat change time. What have we got here? Oh yeah.
Oh, we're going for the double beanie. That looks like a swimsuit hat thing.
It does a little bit. Yeah, so it's the Southern Districts game. Southern Districts started off playing really well, but Sydney Uni smashed them like 54 points or something. Just some pretty good tries. If you want to see our coverage of that, head to our YouTube Rugby Roundup TV. Look up the Rugby Roundup. It's all on there.
Yeah.
We're on
Also,
there.
thanks to everyone that's commented on the page.
Yeah.
Also, Gordon said that they'll be happy to have us at their next game in Chatswood.
We're getting a lot of rugby love, guys. It's
Southern
cool.
Districts will be keen to have us. We're open to all of that. Keen as.
And also, at some point during this week, one of you guys listening is going to be our 100,000th listener. We've almost had 100,000 plays. So thanks.
What if
for
no
everyone
one
who's-
listens this week?
Well, if no one listens this week, then that's going to be embarrassing. I think we're on like 95,000, so we need 5,000 more plays on this episode. You can find us on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on Stitcher. You can get us on the Union Live app as well.
Yes, Union Live. Speaking of
Yeah.
Union Live, can I...
Oh yeah, we had a little for and against. What's the results there?
For and against, we write articles on here. The for and against. Wow, let's dig into this real quickly.
The question was, what's more important for Australian rugby? I know none of you New Zealanders, you probably don't care. Saffers listening, you guys don't care. Poms, you probably. You know what? Maybe you're interested. So what's happened?
Okay, so what's the...
Shoot Shield or NRC? What's going to make a stronger Australian rugby
That's great.
at the moment?
472 votes as of 6:25 p.m. Monday night. Shoot Shield 42%, NRC 58% on Jared's side.
I think I've won 4 now, and you've won 2. No, 3.
Calm down, mate.
You'll get me. But yeah, guys, Provincial Barbarians, their squad, they've got a pretty cool squad. All the media, the English media is talking about how Bryn Gatland is going to be playing against his dad, but he's not really. His dad's not going to be on the field.
Well, his dad could play.
I don't know. His dad's going to be in the stands,
No, but
watching
he
him play.
could jump on.
And it's not going to be the first time Warren Gatland's watched his son play.
Yeah.
It'll be the first time he's probably had to coach the Lions against his son.
For
That's
sure.
a guarantee.
Yeah.
The forwards, they've got Joshua Goodhue, no relation to Goodhue from the Crusaders.
Goodhue.
Yeah. They've got special shout out to Peter Rowe. He's from the Whanganui team.
Oh,
Yeah,
Wanganui.
my granddad actually lives in Whanganui.
Yeah, yes.
And he told me he's an old fella, and he goes I go, Granddad, when last time I was back, what do you think about changing the name from Wanganui to Whanganui? And he goes, what if they put an H in the word waka, eh? What would it be? It would be fucker, wouldn't it? They wouldn't like that.
Yeah.
Granddad, fucker is already a word in Māori.
Yeah.
Just, heads up.
Yeah. So he's not Māori.
Old classic Bears. Granddad Barry.
Interesting fact for any of our people that are still watching on YouTube, Jared is not Māori at all. Apparently.
Ngāti Pākehā,
Yeah. I do not
Another
think-
interesting one, Jonathan Fauli from the Chiefs.
Oh, nice.
He, also from Taranaki, he's going to be there.
Is that the dude with the dreads?
Yeah, the guy who scored that amazing try. Hurricanes-esque try.
He'll kill it. Oh, calm down.
So that game's happening on this Saturday. So that's going to be kicking off of the Lions tour. So much piss is going to get drunk in New Zealand over the next month and a bit. It's going to be insane. During the World Cup, 2011 World Cup, me and some mates, we went down to Taranaki, New Plymouth, to watch Russia play America. This was 3 days after the Irish had played Australia in New Plymouth, and literally, you couldn't buy Guinness.
You could smell the alcohol coming.
They literally,
off the
some
streets.
bars they weren't stocked with some kinds of alcohol because they got drunk dry. It was awesome. Anyway, that Lions tour is going to be great. Really looking forward to it. Shall we punch on?
Yeah, I just want to say one thing before we do punch on. I was talking to Kelly and Lee on the phone today.
Kia ora, Kelly and Lee.
You haven't met Lee yet, but I just want to say, like, just out of nowhere, just came out of nowhere. She said Jared looks really good with the beard shaven.
Wairua.
Like, really attractive. And the thing is, that it reminded me, she just said that out of the blue. Lorena said it, Jess has said it, Briar said it on Saturday, like just out of the blue. She said, yeah, you've gone up 2 points. Remember that?
Yeah, I'm now a 3.
Yeah. So, I shaved your beard because it was like you lost the beard, but now it's like in your favour, and I'm not real happy with that. So if you, I want to like get revenge on you somehow. If you want to let me shave your head.
No. The bet was to shave my beard, and I'm not happy about it. I wish I still had it.
No, you don't. Mate, you're getting more attention than ever.
I don't need attention, brother. Taken. Got a what in there. Alright. Rugby.
of the
Round
Chiefs.
14 of the Super Rugby. What are you up to?
I'm just catching the reflection of this flag.
Oh, nice. Round 14 of the Super Rugby started off with the Blues and the Chiefs. Yeah, speaking of the Chiefs. 16 all this game ended up. I was not happy, although...
Back to back, Aaron Cruden.
Yeah, Aaron Cruden's his kicking. I mean, you think they would have learnt from last week that, maybe we should have someone else doing the kicking for us because he can't seem to nail it. No, we'll just keep him in there. But the one thing that I thought of from this game was how much we're going to miss Rennie, but how much we're going to miss James Lowe when he leaves, man.
And you're already...
Oh!
Big dick.
Big dick guy, mascot. People with really loud cars also have massive penises. It's a fact.
Mascot. Fuck it, mascot.
Yeah. We're going to miss James Lowe when he leaves to go to Ireland at the end of the year, man.
Really disappointed that he signed over.
We won't miss Aaron Cruden so much. I mean, Damien McKenzie's going to slot into 10, I reckon. Damien McKenzie's played so well that game. His individual try, amazing. His chip kick, Bowden Barrett-esque, out to Johnny Fauli to score his try, man. That was We were lucky to draw though. Piers Francis hooked his shot in like the 72nd minute. We got out of jail with the draw. We were lucky to get the 2 points. But yeah, I don't know if we can catch the Canes or the Crusaders now. What are your thoughts on that game, Ben?
Honestly, the Blues, they're frustrating to watch. They should have, they should have, could have, would have.
Same old Blues.
Bad result for both.
Feel sorry for you, Eduardo Davies and Cole Probstall. Unlucky fellas.
Yeah, wow.
Hat change time.
Look at that.
Have you already worn this one? Alright, so we were talking about the Reds Force. What a fucking blowout from the Reds, man. The Force...
Am I reading this right?
Yeah.
4 tries each?
But the Force, 40 points to 26. And they scored some great tries too. Curtis Rona set up a decent one.
Yeah, Curtis Rona, good on him.
Stephen Moore got himself two. Azog the Defiler, we call him.
And also, I don't know if it's too early to bring this up, but there is talk now that all Australian teams are safe. Just because of the technical difficulties over
Just because
getting
they've
rid
made
of
it
the
so
team.
hard that they're now going to have...
I mean, like, let's just say
keep
this.
5.
If it's week 14 now, we've known a bit before that. Jeez, they would have had it done by now, surely.
You know what? They could keep all 18 teams if they get rid of the home and away games and you play every other team once. That means you play 17 games. At the moment in round robin, there are 17 to 18 rounds.
Yeah.
Because you play each team in your conference home and away. That's 8.
Not all of them home and away though now.
Oh, really? So you play 7 in your own conference, then you play the other conference, so there's another 5, that's 12, then you play another conference, but you miss one, so that's 16 games. 16 games already. Maybe you don't play every team, you miss one, but that's at 16 games, including a couple bye rounds. I reckon that could work.
That could work, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. So 40 points to 26, well done Force, long-term fans. Zachary Starling, he'll be stoked.
Zachary Starling, mate.
Kia ora, Zach. What's it like to still have a beard? You fuck. The next game.
Wait, Zachary Starling, if you're listening, I highly recommend getting rid of the beard, you know.
Apparently you get 2 points.
Apparently you go up.
The next game of the round 14 was Sunwolves Cheetahs. This was on Saturday afternoon. The Sunwolves again, only Sam Wax, their only try scorer.
Sammy.
Cheetahs smashing them there. Good to see a decent crowd though. The Sunwolves had a large crowd turn up. Better than Melbourne, better than Waratahs. So rugby's growing. That's a reason why to keep them. And I'm still.
Are you talking about the Cheetahs?
The Sunwolves.
Yeah.
This was played
so
at
they
in
broke
Tokyo.
their losing streak, the Cheetahs.
They did, yeah. They'd lost 8 in a row.
Yeah.
So yeah, good on your Cheetahs. But I don't really have much to add to that game because the next one, the Highlanders Waratahs,
that's a good game.
The party at Marty's just does not stop. He won't fucking stop.
He's on it.
Marty Banks, Lima Sapawanga, they're talking, him and Marty, Lima and Marty are talking shit to each other on Twitter. You know, lighthearted, but you can tell Lima's secretly burning inside. He wants his spot back and Marty's not going to let it so easy.
What's going to happen this week, you reckon?
This week we're going to find out where Lima stands.
Because they're versing the Crusaders, remember?
So I reckon Jamie Joseph will keep Marty Banks just for the consistency.
Yeah.
Rob Thompson, he's got mad Wairua.
Oh, I love Robbie Thompson.
Wairua, there he is, every fucking game. The electric swipes, mate, he's on top of that shit.
He's looking like the uncle, eh?
And Jake Gordon, it's good to see Israel Folau scoring some tries. And Jake Gordon, man, he is he's the form halfback in Australia. And he's always scoring tries, and he's so quick off the mark. He's strong. Jake Gordon is going to be in that squad. He's got to be. And Rudu from the Force, he had another good game as well. Frisbee, Sturzaker, fucking awful defense. He got rocked. And his oh man, Sturzaker, he's captain too. You don't want that guy leading you.
I've already said that 100 times. Why would you have that little piece of shit as it?
Oh, that's so brutal.
No, sorry. But what I'm saying is, okay, I'm sorry to Sturzaker. What I'm saying is, no one in the team
can't do that.
No one in the team respects him. You need someone with fucking respect.
True that. So Waratahs
the
unlucky there.
Waratahs they're slightly on their way out after losing.
Yeah,
that
they
game.
dropped points there that they couldn't afford to drop.
Yeah.
Now they're waiting on the Brumbies now to fuck up,
And
which
they
they
were
won't.
winning at half time, but let it go.
Yeah, were the Waratahs ahead? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Shirt.
Highlanders came through.
Chirp. The next game of the round was. Did you enjoy this game, Ben?
The first half
Who
was
was
good.
it? The Rebels.
Yeah.
Who'd they play?
Crusaders.
Cedar Nation.
12 in a row.
No, more 13.
13 in a row.
You know the Crusaders 16 in a row is the most games that they've ever won.
Yeah. So did they win?
I think that was like that's
They
from one
won
season
13?
into the next.
Yeah, 13
In
and
like
okay.
2000.
Oh yeah, they
Super
could,
12.
they're on the edge there. They could probably knock that record off.
Yeah. So 13
Yeah, it was-
games in the row. Who have they got? Who are their next 3 games though?
Highlanders, Hurricanes.
Yeah, no.
Bye.
So they won't.
They won the bye.
The Hurricanes are going to get them.
See what I mean, guys, about how Jared is. Who do you support, mate?
I support Bay
Crusaders.
of Plenty.
Crusaders?
Bay of Plenty.
Oh, yeah.
West Ham United.
Yeah, no, that Rebels Crusaders game first half. And what I can't get enough of is
The Fijian players.
no, David Havili.
Oh, bro.
He's just too good. He's too good. Like
You know what I reckon it is about him? Him and Damien McKenzie have the same skill set. Like they're really elusive. They've got great like ball skills, passing, kicking, running. The only difference is that Havili has got body size.
Yeah.
He's like 15 kg heavier than Damien
And much
McKenzie.
taller.
He's much more effective in contact.
Yeah.
Like they're both great at finding that space and avoiding contact, but when they do get hit, like you saw Tony Pulu.
Yeah.
Not Tony Pulu, Augustine Pulu smashed Damien McKenzie.
Smashed
That
him.
wouldn't you haven't seen Havili get hit this
No.
year.
So who out of those two, Geordie Barrett, Ben Smith, and Israel Dag, who's gonna?
They're gonna go.
They'll
I
go
reckon they'll
Smith
keep
and
Ben
Dag
Smith,
and Dag.
Dag because of his utility, and maybe Geordie Barrett Bolter because his utility as well.
Yeah, but they're all. Remember McKenzie,
I know.
Geordie Barrett,
How
and Havili.
strong
No,
are the All
they're
Blacks?
all utility. Because David Havili plays centre, McKenzie plays first 5, and Geordie Barrett plays centres.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Yeah.
it's a headache.
Gee, I don't know. So Crusader and the amount of amazing Fijian backs in that game. We love Fijian players, man. No Volu, Korobeti,
Vola.
Lataeli, Ben Vola. Who are we missing from? Oh, Tamanivalu,
Yeah.
playing at
Tama-
centre, his best position.
Yeah, playing at centre. I don't know. Yeah. I like Jack Goodhue at
And
centre.
how good is Amanaki Mafi, the Japanese
He's
forward?
good, man.
He's the best player in the Australian conference, and he's not Australian.
Nah, he was so good, but he got rolled once by Tarfua. But apart from that, great game. Can I have one of those drinks, mate? Do you mind?
One of these beers. Well, you have done. Have you done enough mahi?
To get the treats, I have.
Hat switch.
Oh. Okay.
All right, guys. Next game of the round. Sorry, I'm just getting a beer out of my little satchel,
Your little sack. Cheers.
my little beer sack. Was the Blue Balls? Speaking of sacks, the Blue Balls taking on the
segue.
Hurricanes, the best team in Super Rugby over the last 2 years.
What?
Hurricanes, because they went. Oh, maybe even 2015.
Bulls.
Remember when they went undefeated through 2015?
No, they didn't.
They smashed 2016 and won, and now 2017 they're playing some of the most attractive rugby we've ever seen.
Jody Barrett, I just want to make a shout out to
Bamboozling
you.
defence.
No,
Jody Barrett.
No, not Jody. Bowden Barrett, because he had headaches during the game, and he pulled out late. And it's like I respect players that want to play but have slight concussion issues and pull out because it will just affect them down the long run.
Mm.
And I heard an interview with Razor Robinson about Matt Todd in Fiji, how he pulled out late. Remember he pulled out late?
Yeah.
He saw it. He was just watching Matt
I
Todd.
fucking love Razor.
He was watching Matt Todd just train, and Matt Todd just keep looking down at the ground and blinking like really unusually. And he walked up and he goes, "Matt, are you alright?" And Matt Todd, obviously, being a big, strong rugby player, he goes, "Yeah, I'm
Stoic.
alright." And he couldn't catch a ball.
Nah.
So Razor said, "You're out." And that's what rugby players need to do, like Charlie Knight did.
Yeah.
He couldn't even concentrate.
Mm.
So respect.
So the Hurricanes, 34-20. It was much closer than we anticipated. But still, the golfing class between these two teams, like Geordie Barrett, that individual try he had was great. Nani Laumape, the fucking cannonball.
Arsenal didn't score, eh?
I'm so glad he didn't dab.
I'm so glad.
Didn't have to see that fucking dab.
How small? What's Laumape's
I think Laumape,
height?
I don't know. He'd definitely fit in your pocket.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he'd smash a hole through your pocket and you'd ruin a good pair of pants. He's better off on a rugby field. Nani Laumape. Who is going to be the midfielders for New Zealand?
It'll just be Crotty, Sonny Bill.
Yeah, maybe. They might keep it basic. Shag likes to do that. But Did you see, we put up on our Facebook page, he's talking about how he'd like to select players in New Zealand.
Yeah, that's from Australia.
How many times have we brought up an issue and then the mainstream media picks it up?
Yeah, it's
the
all
fake
us.
news.
It's
The
all
fake
us.
news.
It's all us, eh?
Yeah, it's all us. We're feeding everybody. They're just reading Union Live and they're stealing our ideas. Get your own ideas. Kiffy. Alright, so great game there by the Hurricanes. The next game, the early morning games that no one gets up to watch. The Sharks beat the Stormers. You and Hamish called that.
Yes, Sharkies. Stormers used to be good, remember?
Yeah, they won 6 in a row and then they haven't done much since. And the Sharks are slowly building. The Sharks are in the same conference as the Lions, and that conference is strong. They've got the Jaguares as well. And the Stormers, their conference is turning into a bit of an Australian conference situation. They're all losing. Anyway, so Sharks got up over Stormers. Next game, Jaguares Brumbies. This game was great as well. How good was it to see the Brumbies showing off their attack like they did last year and the year before?
They scored a few tries. That's very
Some great tries, man.
For them.
Who is this Tom Banks guy? The wheels on the fella.
He scored a few tries.
He scored 2, yep. And Henry Spate, the Fro Show, I was really disappointed. I thought he'd shaved. Henry, we thought you'd shaved your hair, mate. Closer inspection, he's actually got cornrows now. That's even more gangster. We really appreciate that. The Fro Show. The Rose Show. The Rose Show. Way to
He might release a rap album now.
the Rose Show, Henry Spate. Yeah, good. It was a good game to watch. Jordan Smiler, good to see him back. He's cut his hair. He used to have long hair. He looked like Khal Drogo. Not anymore. All good though. The last game of the round was actually on Sunday night, so it's the latest game they've had in Super Rugby this season. Lions played the Kings. Guess the result. If I told you that the Lions had a red card in the 20th minute and a yellow card as well, what would you think the score would be?
20-0.
20-0, yeah, of course. Lions won 54-10 with a man down for like 3/4 of the game. So I've never liked the Kings.
Who's that?
They're absolutely terrible.
Ex-Sevens player in the team?
Ex-Sevens player, was that Quagga Smith?
He's good.
Mate, he's a blindside, but he was as fast as their backs.
Oh, yeah, they look good. Like, I'm trying to figure out, are the Lions good after watching
Are
that?
the Lions the real deal?
Like, when they come up against Kiwi sides, can they win?
I don't think that it's like the Stormers last year. Lions are scoring a whole lot of tries. They're on track to beat their record of 81 tries in a season last year. Also, Lions also hold the record for the least number of tries, which was 13 in 2007. That's my autistic brain. But they are on track to beat their try-scoring record that they set last season. But they have not faced a team that poses a greater attacking threat than they do.
Yeah.
So we've never seen the Lions have to defend.
Yeah, also greater defence. That's the thing.
Mm.
Also, I've got an idea that just came to my head. You know how like in NBA you have conferences? Like we have conferences in Super Rugby. Why don't they just go through the conferences and the winners of each conference, that's the semi-final? Oh, no, that'd be unfair, eh?
Yeah, because they've got 4 and we've got 5.
If they made them even though, why
Just
don't we do
everybody
that?
plays each other once and points at the end of it. There's your top 8.
Oh, nice.
Simple. Yeah.
Might be the travelling
Too young or why? Stand tall. Don't care what anyone else says. We will catch up. We will liaise. Alright, so that's the rugby roundup for round
14.
round 14. Let's go on straight on to 15.
Really?
What's the time looking like?
Jeez.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty of time. We can talk some more shit.
No, let's talk about your weekend. How was it?
My weekend was good, man.
What'd you do?
Did a bit of video editing.
Oh,
Drank a bit of my homebrew. Went to the Shoot Shield game. Watched some rugby.
oh, that's right, everyone. In an earlier podcast, Dan, the army guy,
Yeah, Dan, the army man.
and myself,
You guys had a bet.
We had a bet. Hurricanes versus Crusaders a few weeks ago, and it was for a dinner. He paid his debts. He shouted me Macca's.
He's like a Lannister.
Yeah, always pays his debts.
Also, shout out, not to my Chiefs, but to the Exeter Chiefs. Exeter Chiefs, they played the Aviva Premiership Final against the Wasps. Jimmy Gopperth's team, who, the Kiwi, Curtly Beale, who was injured, couldn't play.
And
Nathan Hughes, who I used to play with at Suburbs. Shout out to Suburbs as well. We won Auckland Comp last year. They're looking good for another win this year. They just won Best in the West against Waitak. Carl Perry, C Buff, aka Big Chest. Hit me up.
Hennessy.
Yeah.
Hennessy.
And also, yeah, so Exeter won 23-20. That was a nail-biting game. So, crash ball, fly half. When you say that we don't watch enough Northern Hemisphere rugby, just know that we also didn't watch that game.
Yeah, and also whoever this guy is, Kelly told me that Scarlets won that Pro 12
Yeah.
or whatever.
Johnny McNichol.
Kelly told me. Yeah,
Yeah, Johnny.
Shout out to Johnny. Rip it, Johnny.
Rip it, Johnny. Rip it, Johnny.
Yeah, so we also didn't watch that. Good on you.
And last shout out before we get on to round 15. The boys that I coach, absolutely outstanding game we played on the weekend. We won 57-7. Special shout out to Hennessy. He's our centre. He's the only Samoan in our team. He's outstanding. And also to Xavier. He's the only ginger in our team. And he played very well.
Is he better than Sturzaka?
Yes, but he's not as good as Paul Tito.
Paul Tito.
Do you have a bottle opener, G?
Yeah,
Hit
man.
it up, cuz. Sure. Alright, round 15. Leg 1.
Yeah, shout out to Ryan Hart as well for commenting on everything. I just went to Facebook.
Yeah, and Barrow Kessler as well. He's listening. He lives in the Netherlands.
What?
He's one of our main
Barrow.
listeners.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to that
Kia ora,
guy.
Barrow, how are you?
Barrow. And how do we pronounce that?
Is it Barrow? I think he's Australian, but he lives there. What's your deal, Barrow? Hit us up.
Yeah,
Let
yeah.
us know.
Tell us what your deal is, man. We love you. You're like our number one. Oh,
Nah, Kelly.
Kelly's our number one.
I think so.
Ryan Hart,
Yeah.
Barrow, Troll.
Who's-
We
oh,
love,
yeah,
we
Zach.
love them all.
Yeah. Hit us up, guys. Don't be afraid. Don't be shy. We
Also, Reese, Ryan Hart, your mate Reese, do you reckon he looks like the Barracuda from Highlanders? Tell me.
Kia ora.
Kia ora.
So round 15, starting this Friday, not in New Zealand, not in Australia. It's the Blues Reds playing in Samoa, in Apia.
What?
Yeah, man.
Say what?
Taking the games to the islands for the Usos.
For the us.
For the Usos. For the Usos. I think for round 15 I need a new hat.
Whoa, holla at me. Can I pick yours?
Yep.
That's for you.
This one's for you. Oh no, beanie. Yeah, alright, beanies.
Are we double beaning again?
Double beanies.
Fuck.
Check us on YouTube if you want to see what the fuck we're talking about. Alright, so Blues, Reds in Apia. This is called the purple game.
Wow.
If you don't know why, well, what do you get when you mix blue and red? What
Pur-
colour? Purple?
And what? Oh, speaking of purple, I've got a question for you.
Yeah?
Whatever happened to that fucking purple guy that was in McDonald's? Not the Hamburglar.
Oh yeah.
Grimace.
Grimace. What
Oh,
happened?
wait, did he go to jail?
I think so. With Rolf Harris.
Oh, Rolfo. Rolfo beginning. Dick, man.
He'll be
No, but-
getting it.
Yeah, but what happened to them? Why did Macca's like...
Grimace.
Why
Yeah,
did they do
don't-
Grimace like that?
They don't have the Hamburglar anymore either.
Yeah, why'd they do the Hamburger like that? And
Or-
there was
or
also a
get
girl.
Ronald McDonald's girlfriend. Yeah, what happened to her?
Or they was that his... No, that was his daughter. She was way younger than who?
Look,
Ronald.
you don't want to know what goes on in that.
Oh yeah, fair enough. He's full blown.
Blues, Reds. Look, if the Reds who turned up against the Force, the Blues are going to absolutely smash them off the park. the Reds who beat the Sharks, Blues are going to beat you still. The Reds, no hopers. I've given up on you. You're done. Your season's done.
Yep.
Stop. Game over. Blues by 15.
Any Reds, much Reds players apart from the bald one, going to be...
Azog the Defiler.
Yeah, who's going to be in there? Ozquake?
Karevi. Karevi will be in the Wallabies.
And what about the full... the
Carmichael Hunt.
The stinker.
Starmichael Hunt. Carmichael Hunt.
Cunt.
Oh, how do I say it?
Carmichael Cunt.
Carmichael Cunt. Yeah, that's the one. Starmichael. Anyway. Yeah, Blues by 15. Ben?
Blues by 28.
Oosh.
Get the Usos in there, is that, you know, on the carver, on the Taros.
This game is very early in the afternoon. The next one,
Yeah, it's 2:30.
Highlanders Crusaders. Or if you're in Australia, it's 12:30. It's at lunchtime. You literally could watch this while you eat your lunch, mate. How good! We can watch this before we go to Warringah Manly. We can go early.
Shit.
Oh, but then the Chiefs Waratahs are at the same time as the fucking... Oh, no. Chiefs Waratahs are at the same time as Manly Warringah.
Well, that's there.
That's a fucking...
That's
What do we
not
do?
an issue.
What do I do?
That's not an issue.
I have to record that. Shit. Anyway, Crusaders Highlanders.
Wait, I'm going to ruin your Saturday. I'm going to tell you the results as it happens. No point in recording it, mate. I'm here to ruin your life.
Yeah, well, we already knew that. Crusaders Highlanders. Battle of the South. Battle of the South.
This is a preview of what the fucking final is going to be, mate. It's going to be all South Island final here.
Bullshit.
They've already played this year, and there was a bit of a comeback.
The Crusaders won, coming back. I think the Highlanders will win. I want the Highlanders to win, because fuck the Crusaders, Ben. I had enough of you.
I'm going to predict something, and it's a very, way out there prediction. Luke Whitelock is going to get yellow carded for head high on Sam Whitelock.
His brother.
Yeah. If that happens, you owe me a beer. You make it just out there.
If that happens, I'll buy you a 24 box of beer.
Yes, you make it out there.
Your choice of beer as well.
Yeah, your homebrew.
I think Marty Banks will score the most points in the match.
No, but that's like a pretty predictable...
And they'll win. And the Highlanders will win.
Okay, yep. Sweet.
Marty Banks will score more than 18 points.
And win.
Individually, and the Highlanders will win.
Okay, yeah. I'll say that they won't win.
What are we writing on it? A case of beer.
Yeah, but you look at your one compared to my one. My one's like...
Okay, I'll go way out there.
Yeah.
Way out there.
Like...
Elliot Dixon will assist Marty Banks' try.
Yeah, that's cool. That's good.
So Marty Banks will score 18. Elliot Dixon will assist one of his tries, and he'll be the top point scorer, and the Highlanders will win.
Yeah.
Very specific. I feel like
yeah, but my one's
yours is very specific too. Yeah. All right. There's another stupid bet, guys. We love it.
Oh yeah, and if anyone's a huge trust me, if anyone's a huge Highlanders fan, I am willing to.
Yeah, Michael Cronin is. Oh, that's another fellow who's always on Twitter.
He's
one of our guys on Twitter.
Wait, Michael Cronin will make a bet if you're listening.
I think that's how we pronounce your name.
Let's go to Twitter.
At the Rugby Roundup. It's pretty simple. All right, let's have a look.
Yes, is he? Yeah, that's the guy.
Michael Cronican. Cronican? Michael at Mike Cron. You know who you are. He loves the Highlanders. Continue.
Wait, Highlanders? I'm just saying to this guy, Mike Cron, if you want to make a bet, just head to head, let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I see the Highlanders will win by 5.
Okay, Crusaders by 8. But what I'm really interested in, Scott Razor Robinson, will he go with consistency? Will Dag get a little sneak in at fullback? I don't know. It's too much of a big game. Because, what's going to happen with will Jack Goodhue come back and set to Tamanu Valu? Where do you fit him?
Tamanu Valu's better than Goodhue.
Nah.
At centre.
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah. Goodhue's fucking good, mate. Goodhue is
Tamanu Valu was only on the wing because Dag wasn't there.
No, he's on the wing because that's what he got brought down for. That's what Razor said. He was there to replace Nadolo.
Bucket ass.
Yeah.
The biggest arse in world
No,
rugby.
no, Jack Goodhue's a fucking good centre.
Alright, so next game of the round, 3 o'clock. Ah, fuck, I can't believe I missed. I don't know if I'm missing it. I'll figure out a way to watch this. Chiefs playing the Waratahs. Waratahs on their second.
That's a good game.
Yeah, this is going to be a good game. It's one I'm nervous for. I want the Waratahs to do well.
So
I want the Chiefs to win.
Tim Nana-Williams out?
Tim Nana-Williams might be out. If Aaron Cruden is starting at 10, we're going to lose. Damien McKenzie must start at 10.
No.
Oh, no, if Aaron Cruden, is kicking.
Yeah, that's the
If
one.
Aaron Cruden is taking our kicks and conversions, I don't trust it. If Damien McKenzie, if Damo, with that fucking smile he does every time he kicks, oh, it makes my panties so wet.
Yeah.
We're going to win. We're going to beat the Waratahs by 14 points, 2 tries. If Aaron Cruden is kicking, we will just win by 3 points.
You think the Waratahs will G up?
Yeah.
Who's got to make more line breaks, Falau or Damien McKenzie?
Damien McKenzie.
They're just such different human beings.
Damien McKenzie has the most carries and the most meters in the competition.
Yeah, but remember, as a fullback, you get 3 meters.
So,
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, well, good, mate.
you asked how many meters Israel Folau's fullback too.
Please don't. Please don't come at me. I don't want to fight you.
I'll call you out. Hat change. Can you grab me one too? I think you got a better.
Oh, geez, that was a Golden State Warriors fucking beanie.
Alright, so Waratahs Chiefs. Speaking of the Waratahs, we have a Waratah / Wallaby coming on our podcast when they get back from New Zealand.
Let's hope
Either before they play the Hugwaders or after they've played the Hugwaders, but we'll give you a clue. He made his debut in 2016.
He went to Joey's.
How many rugby players went to Joey's? We don't want to get too specific because
And
if it falls through, it will look like dickheads.
No, we can't say it's
He's
confirmed.
not from Sydney, but he is from New South Wales. So if you can figure it out, actually, Michael Cronican, he already figured it out, but everybody else try and do it. Next game of the round after the Chiefs Waratahs is the Brumbies Rebels, another Australian derby, played in Canberra.
Wait, where's Michael Cronican from?
Dunedin.
No, but where's he live?
He's a Highlanders fan.
Does he live in Dunedin?
I think so.
Oh, mate.
I don't know. Where do you live, Mike? Hit us up at the Rugby Roundup. Brumbies Rebels. Henry Spate, the Rowe Show. He's gonna be on fire. If that Tom Banks, I want to see Tom Banks again. That dude was great. Rebels.
Can I say something? Where has Henry Spate's X Factor been?
Being bogged down by the rest of his team. He's on the wing. There's only so much you can do from the wing.
No, that's not an excuse. I once saw Zach Guilford at the bottom of every ruck in 2011. If you want to get in there, you get in there. Until he starts getting that X Factor back, I'm going to call him the gay show.
Oh, what's wrong with being gay?
Absolutely nothing.
So why are you going to call him that?
Jared,
Calling you out, Ben. For your ignorant,
because I don't
joke.
think he would like that. That's why I'm going to inspire him to play better.
You're assuming that Henry Spate is uncomfortable with it. I think that he'd be totally down with that shit.
You reckon?
Yeah, I think because you're from that you're just talking some smack, G.
That's all I do, Jared. You know me.
Hey guys, we're going to call him the Rowe Show. You can call him the Gay Show if you want.
Well, I'm just trying to
I thought you said
him.
geisha, like the Japanese geisha.
The
women, the prostitutes, the traditional Japanese prostitutes.
You'd know.
I love Japan. Knees prostitutes.
Oh yeah, Japan.
Japan 2019, holla at your boy. Brumbies Rebels, what the fuck are we talking about? Brumbies are going to win by 25 points. Especially if Nick Sturzaker is captain.
Can you imagine Sturzaker with cornrows?
I would love to he would have more respect with cornrows.
No, he wouldn't. He would look like, what's his name? Will Ferrell on that movie with Kevin Hart.
Oh, Get Hard.
Yeah, Get Hard.
Yeah. Henry Spate, the Rowe Show, good luck for that game. Jordan Smiler, beast. Carl Drogo, without the hair anymore. They're going to beat the Rebels. Although, no, the Rebels are done. Ben, what do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah, no?
Brumbies by...
Okay, yeah.
Brumbies by 12.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. There he is. There you are.
Oh, it gets me every time.
After the Rebels Brumbies is a bloodbath in Perth. Force Hurricanes, and guess who's back?
Back?
Nehemiah Scudder. He's on a plane over to Perth as we speak. He's back from his foot injury. He's gonna play for the Hurricanes. I think it's time for a hat change.
Go greenie.
Here's a new hat. If you don't know what we're talking about, just check out our YouTube at the Rugby Roundup. Google search the Rugby Roundup YouTube. Force Hurricanes, Nehemiah Scudder back, Geordie Barrett, Vince Arsol, Nani Laumape. Who's their other winger? Corey Jane.
No, but Corey Jane's only on the bench. So Corey Jane will get dropped.
Either way, there is no other way this game will go. Yes, the Force that played against the Reds, that was their best game of the season.
Hamish called that game.
Oh yeah, Hamish Burke did say the Force were going to get up.
Congrats, Hamish.
Kia ora, Hamish. Wairua.
Yeah, so the Hurricanes should theoretically put at least 25 on them.
Yeah, that's what we reckon. Are we in agreement?
Yes. Nice hat.
Nose up. Alright, the next game in the early mornings, the ones that no one gets up to watch.
Oh, no. I think Hamish Burt will be out because he's coming from the clubs, remember?
Oh yeah, Hamish Burt will be coming home from Casablanca.
Casablanca.
Sharks, Bulls. Bulls are part of that crappy conference.
Do Sharks have penises like whales?
I don't know. I've never seen a shark penis before.
I've seen a lot of animals.
Can you Google
penises.
shark penis? Can you see if there is such thing as a shark's penis? Of
Oh,
course
I'll
there
just
is.
I'll go into history.
There has just previous searches.
Oh, have you seen duck penis?
I haven't seen a duck's penis.
Oh my god! Anyone out there that's listening, Google search duck penis.
Oh shit! Look, that's a shark's penis.
What?
Wow.
Wowee.
Sharks are fucking swinging some serious
Oh,
hog.
those things are penises. There's a double penis.
They're called claspers. Wow. Sharks are swinging some serious tackle.
Yeah. Oh, no wonder they're
They
sinking.
obviously drive really loud cars.
Oh man. They would have a Harley, eh?
Of course.
Oh yeah. I'll just Google search duck penis. You won't know.
No, what? Really?
Yeah. It's like what? This is what a duck's penis looks like.
Do you know? What?
Yeah.
No.
That's duck penis.
That looks
What?
mental.
What just happened?
Wow. Okay, guys.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, here. Just learn about a duck penis here. Let's go on to the next game.
Yeah, so guys, that's just way out there. Isn't it?
Sharks, Bulls. The Blue Balls. Sharks are going to beat them. And they're going to beat them by 9 points. He's just got a photo of it. Oh wow! If you're on YouTube, can you see that there? That little, it's like a corkscrew. What?
Yeah, and look at these ones. Look at that one.
Jesus Christ! Wow.
Wowee.
It's like 1.5 times the length of its own body.
Yeah.
Jesus. Wowee, no words.
Just that.
Just that.
If you can't see it on YouTube, yeah, you might be able to, I don't know.
Just look it up yourself. So, Sharks are going to win by 9. It's going to be one of those games where there's a lot of penalties. A lot of just kicks, you know?
What one says? Oh, Sharks Bulls.
Yeah. What do you reckon?
Speaking of South Africa, the altitude there should get them over the line.
Who?
Wait, who's that guy that just died recently? South Africa, that big, the guy that was in the '99 World Cup, and he came out and shook their hands.
Mandela?
Yeah, Mandela.
Nelson Mandela he died in 2013? 14.
Yeah.
13 actually, yeah. In like October 2013. Madiba, rest in peace. What about him?
Well, I just heard recently. I think it was him. They were saying that there's parallel universes, and in another universe he died because he went to jail, right?
Yeah, for
And he
like
died-
17
Yeah,
years.
and he died like when he got in jail
In a parallel universe.
in a parallel universe. No, but I'm saying people said when he died.
Oh,
And then
people
he-
thought that he had died.
No, but people he had like everything, like a funeral and everything, and then like he came back to life or something. So what I'm saying is there's parallel universes and they crossed over accidentally. That's what I'm saying.
I reckon there is parallel universes.
Yeah, I know.
There has to be.
Like we were.
Like, what's at the end of our universe?
Yeah,
Has to be another universe.
yeah.
And what's at the end of that one? Or another one? Like, if you stacked all these different...
Like what were you saying the thing that you read about Neil deGrasse Tyson had one those yellow lines you were talking about?
Oh, yeah. How some infinities are bigger than others.
Yeah,
So
I'm
just
still
because
trying
just because something's infinite doesn't mean that it's the biggest thing. Because if I had an infinite number of this, yeah, sure, that's a lot, but some infinities are bigger than that infinity. If I got a paintbrush that was
yeah.
10 centimeters wide, and I painted a yellow line, and that yellow line went forever. 10 centimeters wide, forever.
Just infinity.
That's infinity, so that goes on forever. But if I got a paintbrush that was 30 centimeters wide
and went for
and kept painting as well right next to it, they're both going on at the same distance, but the 30 centimeter infinity is covering more as it goes. So no matter how far they stretch on, that 30 centimeter infinity will always be bigger than the 10 centimeter infinity. So some infinities will always be bigger than others.
That's good. Great fucking lesson.
And because of that, the Sharks are going to win by 9.
Have to.
Next game of the round. Oh, look, it's our two favourite teams. The Jaguares.
I might just
Playing the Kings.
I don't know
Are you a long-time King fan?
not that I know of.
Long-time Kings.
Not that I know of.
I've never really
rated
liked
them.
They've never been that great.
I remember in like our first ever podcast, I said here to make up numbers. I'm back on that boat.
Yeah.
Bandwagon. Yeah.
Jaguares are going to beat the Kings. It's in Argentina. How many games have they played? Oh.
In Argentina.
How many games have they played in Argentina? Kings are going to get smoked. They play similar styles of rugby, but the Jaguares have got a better forward pack. So,
No, wait, what?
15 points.
The Jaguares have a better uniform. That's what it is.
Yeah, bright yellow.
That's what it comes down to.
Well, actually, because the Kings will be away, they'll wear that awful grey one.
Yeah.
And the Jaguares will wear either black or yellow.
Duck penis.
Black and yellow, black and yellow.
So, yeah, how about that?
So that's what's going to happen. 15,
Oh.
what do you reckon?
Yeah, I'll go with you on that.
Alright, kia ora. The next game of the round,
I'm going Cheetahs.
Cheetahs
Storm.
playing the Stormers. Really? You reckon
Yeah.
they'll get 2?
2 in a row.
Just swipe on in there. Change hats? Is it
Yeah.
time?
Yeah, not so much because I actually genuinely think it, but more that I just want the Stormers to lose.
True. Maybe. I reckon the Stormers will win that. They'll win that quite comfortably. 18 points. And the last game of the round for round 15 is the Lions and the Sunwolves. Dogs and cats. Cats and dogs. Big cats. Shiny dogs. The Moon Dogs. Who's going to win?
Who let the dogs out?
Is that how the
the
song
answer?
goes?
No, that's a genuine question.
Lions. This is going to be So we were talking before about how the Lions had never played a team that had good defense. This is not that team.
Definitely not.
This is the team that the Hurricanes put like 80 points on. Lions are going to put on... They're going to win by 50.
God damn it.
Because it's in Johannesburg as well. Johannesburg. Alright, my friend.
No, but the thing
Look,
is,
my friend, they're playing in Johannesburg. There's no way that the Moondogs are going to beat them.
there could be a parallel universe that could.
Yeah,
end up-
look, Benny, there very well could be a parallel universe, but it's not going to be here tonight.
Fuck, you're pretty good at that.
Okay?
Holy shit. I'm gonna go with the Sunwolves here.
Bah, fuck off.
No, did you know why? Wait, hold up. The Lions can sense an opportunity to rest all their players because they've got one hard game next week. This is their last time to rest their players, to give those unexperienced players a little bit of a sniff, and the Sunwolves will choke them out. Sam White will get probably a hat trick.
Just choke, yeah.
Go to sleep.
Alright, by what? What are the Sunwolves going to win by?
3. No, it's okay. It's
Yeah.
like, once again, it's not because I think that's going to happen. It's because I want that to happen.
Sure.
That's why I don't bet on sport anymore.
Also, shout out to Murray Amos. He's getting at us on Twitter in a hard way. Literally right now, he's chatting to us about the NRC. He's having a conversation with himself almost. 140 characters or less, mate. Come on. If you can't say it, don't say it. I think that's the Rugby Roundup, round 15, episode 15. Look out for our YouTube, Rugby Roundup TV. We're going to go to another Shoot Shield game, although I'd much rather watch the Chiefs now. Fucking hell. Sorry.
And get behind the what was it? Rugby Roundup TV.
Yeah, YouTube. Look us on Twitter. We're on Instagram as well. You can see how pretty Ben looks in certain kind of light. Ooh.
Mostly darker light. The darkest light.
Solid. You're a solid 7.
What are you now?
3.
3.
Depends.
Why are you burping so much?
Because
Is it your beer?
this homebrew beer is active.
Real.
Alright guys, kia ora.
Yeah, thank you.
If you're on YouTube, you're probably going to get a little bit more treats.
Yeah, we'll probably keep it going for a bit actually.
You gotta
Let's keep going.
You've got to do that mahi.
Hey, if you're on listening to this as a podcast, go onto YouTube and get the treats.
Do the mahi, subscribe, get the treats here.
Okay.
Alright guys, catch you later
Thank
on
you.
SoundCloud, on Union Live. We'll see you guys for a little bit longer on YouTube. See you!
Okay, so we've just finished the podcast, alright? Now
It's done.
I've got you YouTube people, you are the real deal. You're still listening. I've got a question for you. How many times did both Jared and I switch hats during this podcast? If you comment on YouTube and get it right, you get
What do they get?
absolutely nothing.
You get,
We'll send you a card from us.
yeah,
a
we'll
personalised card.
send you a personalised greeting card.
If you get this right, if you can tell us how many times we switched hats, we'll generally write you a card. That's not a very good prize, I know, but that's
Hey,
all we've fucking
all
got,
we
okay?
can-
That's
all
all
we
we've
can do.
fucking got.
Kiwis up against the Lions, you know it.
Let's freestyle. Okay. All Blacks jersey, it's my only all black. I got a hat on and it's back. Guess what? This is a silver fern. If you don't know ferns, then you don't know burns. If you don't know burns, then you don't know fire. Fire is a liar. It's hot, it's desire. Is to kill ya, is to scar ya. Happy birthday to Kelly. You're my lady.
That's what's up. Oh!
There he is. There he is.
What is...